Hello, I am Nimja, and this is Nimja Live, August 2019, with the theme Relaxing Massage. Hello everyone. Now before I begin, of course, I'd like to thank all the continued support of my patrons on Patreon and the donators through PayPal. It is still amazing to see all that support. And of course, I also would like to thank all my subscribers on YouTube and the many, many comments that you sent each day. It's really fun to read them. Well, most of them anyway. Now, after the heat wave in Europe, I hope most of the people have, well, not a terrible time here. At least here in the Netherlands and in most of Europe, as far as I know, it's cooled down significantly. And of course, as always, you can find the recording on hypno.nimja.com. And I will not be chatting because the sound of my keyboard would be very disruptive. Let me see. So every month outside of Nimja Live, there's also other events happening. There's the Nimja Live Light every other month for silver and gold patrons. And there's the Hypnosis Amsterdam meetup, which is here in Amsterdam, where I usually present. Which is on the month that the Nimja Live Light is not. And indeed, there was quite a big heat wave over here. Anyway, welcome everyone. Now... if you have any questions, please wait until after the trance. For those of you who are new, the structure of the Nimja Live is very simple. First, we spend some time discussing the theme, where I take your input for the file that we're about to record. The file itself will be recorded during the stream, and I will sometimes cut out one mistake and add the background music, after which it'll be uploaded on the site. Usually it happens the same day. After the trancing, we do a Q&A, and the whole Nimja Live is 1.5 hours long. And if you have any curiosity on when something happens, simply check out hypno.nimja.com/live for all my in-person and online live streams. Now it seems everyone is in very good spirits. I was actually mildly surprised that the theme today, which was the warm bubble bath, relaxing massage, and warm beach, that relaxing massage won. Mostly because there are already, I think, 2 or 3 massage files. So we'll see what we can make different. I would also like to point out that today is a gentle file, so there will be no naughtiness inside the session. And hey, welcome back, Diante. Very long time no see. Yeah, maybe it is too warm for a warm beach. Anyway, let us... And I was expecting the warm beach or the bubble bath. I think bubble bath was second. Anyway, there was a clear winner with a relaxing massage. And yes, any choice that doesn't make it to the live is being used some other way. Sometimes I reuse ideas for new files, or I use them in a poll for next time. Oh, is there? Let me see. Indeed. Where is this happening? I thought I checked it all. Well, thank you for mentioning it. So, relaxing massage. Tell me, everyone, what do you think about with a relaxing massage? And no, I've already said that it will not be a naughty massage. Today is a gentle file. So I would say with oil, and of course no massage would be complete without a really lovely scented oil. Ooh, interesting. Why do you say no oil, please, Leah Thorpe? I do like the idea of spending some time to do a head or scalp massage. Because after the body is relaxed, of course, the mind has to be relaxed as well. And indeed, during a scalp massage, we massage the thoughts away. A massage candle. Well, I will probably not add any sounds of cracking bones. While it can be very nice during a massage itself, but if the massage is some kind of treat. Actually, it could be very nice as a treat. Candle wax is quite lovely. There's even massage candles where rather than wax it becomes an oily substance. The massage with a rapid hitting. So maybe with instead of oil we'll use the candle idea. It's also original because I already have done massage with oil before. I might not use fingernails. Again, this is a relaxing massage, not a sensual or erotic one. Describe the table. Yes, mint and lavender. It's not like I ever use lavender in my massages. Oh, hot stones. I'll consider that. Now let me see. There will be, of course, some hot and cool already, because if we're using candle oil or candle wax, and remember, people, questions can come after the trance. Jasmine. Well, I may not provide an explicit smell, but oh, indeed, stretching, weight, pressure. And indeed, I will not forget the neck, don't worry. Actually, let me write down neck, hands, feet, scalp, and you will be laying on your front because this is a non-erotic massage, therefore you will be laying face down. Not that you cannot do a non-erotic trance face up, but I think that would be very difficult to like do well for YouTube. And yes, of course, the back and the lower back. I might stay away from the glutes. All right. Well, I think I have enough. I'll consider whispers. I don't know yet. All right. Well, let's get ready for the trance. Are you all in a comfortable position? Are you ready with, well, ideally headphones and just in general nice and comfy? How you listen, how you lay while listening is entirely up to you. It helps to be in a comfortable pose. And of course, you can always close your eyes. The spiral might make it hard to keep staring anyway. It sounds like everyone is ready, and it looks like people are paying attention, which is good. Very well. Then let's begin. Hello, I am Nimja, and this is Nimja Live. Relaxing massage. This file plays out like a fantasy, a treat after a long and arduous day, or or maybe even a week. You never know when you might need a moment to really deeply relax. So you received a voucher for a massage parlor that apparently specializes in both physical and mental relaxation. Since you are getting a free massage anyway, you might as well make use of it. So after traveling to the building, a clean and well-represented place, you are asked to undress and lay down on a massage table after all the usual things have been taken care of. You get a locker for your things. You get plenty of time to prepare yourself. And once you lay down on the smooth white massage table with one of those ideal cutouts for your head, you can begin to relax. Now, just like anywhere, you may not be laying in a perfect position immediately. So the massage specialist takes some time to adjust the little things next to your arms so they lay really nice and comfy, and adjusts the bend that holds your head. And once you are really comfy, it is time to begin. You get to make a choice of scent. There are several candles, and some of them have mixed scents, things like honey or autumn leaf. Others have very pure scents like lavender or jasmine, or even just the soft scent of blossom of spring. And you can pick one. It doesn't matter which one you pick, because in the end it is you who decides how deep you relax. And if the scent pleases you, helps you to relax even more, perhaps helping you with memories of the past, pleasant ideas or thoughts associated with your choice. Once you make a choice, taking all the time you need, the massage specialist lights the candle right in front of you, showing you that your choice is what will be used. And as the candle slowly begins to burn, creating a smooth, soft, waxy liquid, you can already feel how the massagist walks around you, looks at your body, trying to see and feel with soft touches on your back, on your shoulders, your neck, your arms, your hands. Just gentle touches to find out how tense you are here and there. Because all that tension will melt away with the warmth and the massaging not long from now. The back of your upper legs and the back of your calves get a similar treatment, making sure to feel where you are relaxed and where you could become more relaxed still. The room begins to smell with the beautiful scent that you chose. It is rich but also pure, and yet it seems to caress your senses in the softest manner. It doesn't overwhelm, it simply settles on your scent of smell. And the more you feel, the more you breathe in slowly, you feel yourself relaxed. Now we're going to begin all the way down at your ankles and feet. And once some of the warm, wonderful wax is poured out onto your skin, you can feel the glowing heat beginning to relax any muscles beneath your skin. It goes very deep, and as soon as that warmth settles, strong hands begin to move back and forth, rubbing the muscles in a way that helps them to relax the most. Practice the movements and patience, carefully feeling how your body responds, looking at your reactions and listening to your breathing, to let every moment become as wonderfully calming as can be. From your ankles, slowly your feet are covered and then massaged. Any discomfort in your feet melts away before the warmth, and it spreads into this gentle sensation of calm. You can simply let go of your feet, your ankles, and slowly your lower legs as you feel the experienced calming movements over your muscles, making sure to respectfully massage your thoughts away. Your body relaxing even more as your lower legs just appear to melt with the warmth and this sweet feeling of nothingness tingling beyond your knees. Your thighs enjoy the same treatment, feeling the warm wax, scented and wonderfully liquid, pouring down over them and being massaged into your muscles. The movements are practiced and very strong in a way that your muscles appreciate even more. It easily allows you to let go of anything, any thoughts or discomfort beyond your hips. And then one of those moments that you've been looking forward to, the pouring of the warm wax in the middle of your back, slowly leaking down to your lower back, feeling that heat of the flame of the warm wax just traveling down into your skin. The waxy massage oil being kneaded into your muscles. Your lower back relaxing more with every breath, and your shoulders and upper back feeling so glad of the attention. And of course, we cannot just stop there. There is some extra time spent on your shoulders, making sure that your shoulder blades are completely loose and limp, so that once the massage specialist starts on your arms, you feel how the tension flows away out like a waterfall. And that warm, glowing comfort spreads, filling your skin, your muscles, from your shoulder all the way down your arm. And we often forget how our hands and wrists can become tense during the day. The attention of massaging thumbs and fingers moving around just melts all those muscles into relaxation until your fingers are almost like puddles, your wrists so relaxed that you could barely move them, and yet they feel light. You could adjust if you needed to. It's simply that doesn't seem like something that matters. And it continues. Your neck, finally feeling that warm pouring liquid going all the way down the side of your neck and feeling incredibly calming. The strong practiced movements, thumbs pressing into the base of your neck and slowly moving up, helping you to let go. The movements have a certain rhythm to them, a deep, powerful rhythm. And whenever you feel that rhythm coming on again and again, you probably didn't even notice how you began to relax before the fingers even touched your skin again. A nearby towel allows the massage specialist to clean their hands before they slowly begin massaging the back of your skull, slowly moving with practiced precision all the way up to your scalp. And that soft feeling spreads further through your body. Now that the rest of your body has been held, massaged into this relaxing state, as the fingers move through your scalp practically, as the fingers move over your scalp with practice, massaging those wonderful pressure points that take your thoughts away, it is almost like your mind simply goes blank. There's still this lovely scent in the air, and every breath takes you deeper. Every breath, as those hands move over your hair, help you to relax. That deep massage over the top of your head just seems to drain away any last thoughts still remaining. And then there is a point where it's simply too much to hold on to any thoughts, and you drop into this blank state, letting your body and mind relax completely. once you're in this state, it actually happens all over again, beginning once more with your ankles and feet, the back of your calves, your knee, your thighs, your lower back and upper back. All of it massaged again to help stream out any last thoughts. Shoulders, arms relaxing, wrists and hands feeling beautifully limp. And just like that, time could even disappear when you're like this. Those final thoughts as you feel the massage reaching up all the way to your neck again and beginning for the second time on your scalp. Or was it the third time? It feels a little like deja vu. You've been here before. You've relaxed wonderfully deep like this before. And this time, it becomes even nicer. Every time that you come here for this relaxing massage, your body will remember to relax, and your mind will simply let go again and again. Even if you can't quite remember where you got the voucher, you are very happy that you did. In a moment, I am going to count up from 1 all the way to 10, and once I awaken you again, you'll feel refreshed with your body so much more relaxed than before. 1, 2, slowly waking. 3, 4, more aware. 5, 6, almost there. 7, 8, almost awake. And 9, 10, awake. And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the service. Whew. Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone enjoyed that. And that was slightly over 18 minutes. With 2 small mistakes that will be edited out for the final version. Well, I hope it is something that people can repeatedly enjoy. And falling almost asleep to this is a very lovely compliment. Thank you. And hello again, everyone. And I'm sorry for you latecomers, but everyone knows the planning. If you are late, that is not my fault. And Terrapin, the timing of the event is always the same, and you can get a warning on your Google Calendar once I put it up, which is about a week before the live begins. Now, we can begin with the Q&A. Does anyone have any questions? The Gay Atheist asks, if you're interviewed for a hypnosis position and the interviewer falls asleep, is that good or bad? Technically bad, because it means you don't have your craft under control very well. I mean, being completely in trance is good, but being asleep is not. Balkan asks, will you come to Macedonia one day? It is not very likely as things are now. Leah Thorpe asks, what did you have for dinner? Way too much sushi, but it was delicious. Dem Snoz asks, Cole asks, have you ever accidentally hypnotized somebody? Well, I mean, people who have listened a lot to me tend to relax a lot, even when I don't intentionally put them into a trance, but generally I can avoid that. Jackson Bird asks, did you know that there's a subreddit for talking about hypnosis? Yes, I mention it on the site as well. Jasmine asks, have you ever had an alter ego who took over you? I have not. Kitsuki asks, have you seen or watched the new Toy Story 4 yet? I have not. I don't know if I want to, but we'll see. The Gay Atheist asks, are you still doing everyday files or have you stopped doing those? I believe there was an everyday file not too long ago. Yes, file 505 is an everyday file, which is Everyday Sexy Whispers. It's an everyday file and a whisper file. What more could you want? Demikoko of Love asks, are all of your files one takes, or do you sometimes start over or pause from things like laughing or sneezing? Basically, all my files are one takes. Sometimes I start over completely if something doesn't go very well, and I've had an airplane fly over very low once, so I actually had to pause the recording because it wasn't possible to hear me anymore. Leah Thorpe asks, what is your go-to meal when you don't want to put in a lot of time? Actually, most of my cooking is less than half an hour. And Becca Rose asks, do you like to cook? Yes, I do. Chrysler asks, how long have you been practicing hypnosis and in what ways? So actively doing hypnosis has been over 19 years. My first time hypnosis was a bit longer ago than that. And I am still learning new things because I enjoy learning new things. Katsuki asks, what would your first reaction be if you walked into your little's room and all you could see was an army of stuffies all staring at you? Well, obviously that little has a good sense of aesthetics. Cheyenne asks, what is the funniest slip-up you can remember, if there is one? I don't know. I'm sure I made lots of really silly mistakes during recordings. Doralkan asks, what is your favorite drink for summer? Water. The best drink is just plain water. Tori Murai asks, how many languages do you speak? I speak 2 languages fluently and a few languages less fluently. Dutch and English are completely fluent, and then there is German and French, and a tiny, tiny bit of Japanese. Royal Killer Souls asks, do you have a Discord? There is a Discord channel for my Patreon supporters. It is a otherwise closed channel. There are Discord servers for erotic hypnosis. Mokuli asks, the most unconvincing reason you've been late to something, as in something that absolutely happened, but it was hard to explain to people. The most unconvincing one. I mean, I've been in a tram once that had to stop because of a water mains having broken. So in Amsterdam, there's a actually interesting thing that some of the bridges get cooled in summer. So they spray water over it to cool the metals and the road down. But I think that like something might have happened and the water like came down off the bridge and made big pools and stuff. And the tram had to stop. The problem is that in the Netherlands, any public transport is like logged everywhere, so you can easily say like, hey, look, it's that tram, it stopped running. Balkan asks, can you say something in Japanese? Watashi wa nihongo ga demo mada jouzu jarimasen. The gay atheist asks, if you had children, would you hypnotize for them to sleep? Actually, hypnosis is used by almost every parent. When you read to your child in a certain way, it's hypnosis. When you rock them to sleep, it is also hypnosis. Zhuzhenka asks, do you listen to any podcasts? If so, do you have any recommendations? I don't really follow any podcasts right now. I quite like the ones from Ben Yahtzee Crosha. It's Evan asks, have you programmed a game before? Well, I've programmed a few prototypes. Ryden asks, where do you draw inspiration from when making or writing hypnosis recordings? Do you usually use a script or just wing it? Everything is improvised, just like now. I usually write down a few notes for myself. The notes for today were like with scented oil candle, head scalp, a treat, describe the table, hot stones, question mark, pressure and stretching, hands, feet, scalp, back, lower. Leah Thorpe asks, are there any puns that work in both English and Dutch? I don't know. Royal Killer Souls asks, are you having a good day? Yeah, I would say so. I actually generally enjoy the Nimja lives as well. Demi Coco Fluff asks, did you do something different to your hair? Maybe? You might have to check one of the previous lives. Jasmine asks, what is your favorite boss on Dark Souls Remaster? I have not played the remaster yet. The Gay Atheist asks, are your notes English or Dutch? They are in English. If I am in an English meeting or if I'm in an English conversation, my notes are also in English. Katsuki asks, have you ever just found yourself laughing for ages at nothing? Yeah, it's not very often. And there's a Dutch word for it, which doesn't translate very well in English, called melig, which is when you're in like a really silly mood. Leah Thorpe asks, can you do a strict voice, please? No. Becca Rose asks, are unicorns real? You'll have to ask the pink invisible unicorns. Demsnell says, have you ever hypnotized someone without realizing it? I mean, probably. But if I don't realize it, I wouldn't know. I mean, I have definitely hypnotized people with normal language, but usually that is intentional. Cheyenne asks, was there a time when hypnosis was made not fun for you somehow? Oh, sure. The more popular you get, the more annoying some things become. Fortunately, I tend to communicate very openly. Cole asks, will you ever do a hand movement live? I could, and it would be really fun to do, but at the same time, the problem is that it wouldn't work for the recording. Cypher Mike Fangro asks, why does the chair look too small for you? It isn't, it's a really comfortable chair, actually. Pavel Flips asks, mentions, I didn't know you were Dutch. I thought seriously that you were just English. Namir asks, how can something both be pink and invisible? That is indeed the question. Lorianne asks, do you listen to a hypnotist since you can't listen to your own? No, I don't really listen to other hypnosis files much. I do sometimes listen to recordings other people make for various reasons. I recently found out about The Secret Subject, and I've also always mentioned Fiona Clearwater and Ultra Hypnosis as decent files, but I don't listen to them myself because I don't enjoy them that way. And for Keith Goner, who has his birthday in 1 hour, happy birthday in advance. Katsuki asks, what is the weirdest food phase you went through? I mean, I've gone through a vegetarian phase, also out of curiosity if I could do cooking, like vegetarian cooking. Alice Titava, whose name I always have to look twice at to make sure that I don't mispronounce it, asks, what do you think about hypnotists putting ads on their pages and videos? I do not approve of people adding ads to a hypnosis video, but that is my opinion. And what they do, they can think of themselves like, I would avoid it because I feel it is not nice to do so. Jasmine asks, can you hypnotize a person with dissociative identity disorder or multiple personality disorder? Yes, in fact, people with identity disorders or multiple personality disorders tend to be very good at being hypnotized in a certain way because there's a suspicion that it is partly self-hypnosis. And thank you for the compliment, Bavel Flips. But of course, it would be nice to write in English. Bogdan the Lurker asks, have you given any thought to making another dragon file? You'll never know. Jake Britton asks, what is the worst food you've ever had to eat? I mean, I've had some very terrible food in my life. Leah Thorpe asks, what games are you playing right now? I'm torturing myself with, now I've got the name, Cuphead. And Bavel Flips, well, I can read it just fine in Dutch, other people can't, and it is nice to allow them to participate, isn't it? It's Evan asks, sir, what is an overload induction? An overload induction is an induction where you give the person, the subject, too many things to do. And then basically tell them to stop doing them. JN asks, are you nervous about your tiny country hosting the Eurovision next year? Nah. Alfred F. Jones asks, what type of fish is best? Either salmon or mackerel. Becca Rose asks, what is your favorite Mario game? The one that impressed me the most is Mario 64. It is still the standard when it comes to 3D platforming. It is amazing how much they got right. Westlake Angel asks, will you boop us on the nose or give us hugs? Boop. Jake Britton asks, do you prefer Xbox, PlayStation or PC? I am a PC gamer and I like Nintendo. Goofball Misks asks, what kind of induction is don't listen to this? Yes. Aurora asks, where do you plan to go when you visit the US to do a public show? I don't know yet. I have some plans and maybe I'll do it in 2 parts, but yeah. Lorianne asks, does your mom know you do erotic hypnosis? Yes, my family is aware of my success and my site. Bogdan the Lurker asks, was there ever a very emotional moment that happened during a hypnosis session? Yes. Hypnosis is in a way very intimate, so it's not unusual to get intense emotional moments. Mokali asks, could you describe your favorite place to read? In bed, on my back. Deb Webrocks asks, do you like EDM? Well, EDM is not really one style of music. Katsuki asks, have you ever played South Park The Stick of Truth? I have, and I quite liked it, but I will not play South Park The Fractured But Whole, because it is only for Uplay, and I refuse. The gay atheist asks, how do you react when you see obviously fake hypnosis on TV? The same way I react when I see obviously fake hacking on TV. I laugh and I point and I say, ha ha. You might want to imagine the Simpsons character doing the ha ha. Cole asks, do you like The Office? I have a pretty nice office that I work in. I haven't watched the TV series. Susie Brown asks, would you ever stream your games? Probably not. I like playing games, and while I'm sure that a lot of people would like to watch me, playing games is something I do for relaxation. Doing it streaming kind of takes that away. Lorianne asks, what is the most amazing thing you have knowledge of someone doing with the help of hypnosis? I don't know, there's so many amazing things. Actually, Simpsons hypnosis is not even the worst. Just imagine Doge hypnosis. Much relax. Very calm. Such deep. It's Evan asks, have you ever read the Chaos poem? I have not. Goofball Miss asks, would you ever livestream games as a chill hangout thing? No, still probably no. It's nice to just to relax, to just do it at my own time. Aurora asks, how did you come up with your logo? So I have two logos, the butterfly behind me, which is the Nimja logo, and I have here the Nimja hypnosis logo. So for the Nimja hypnosis logo, I wanted to have a triangular logo because everything is either a circle or a square, and I wanted something more original. Raiden asks, what do you enjoy most about a good video game? Story, gameplay, challenge, etc. Yes, a good game is a game that works, where the elements of the game fit together and make you have fun. Keith Connor asks, do you watch any YouTubers? Yes, I tend to favor either speedruns or sciencey channels. The gay atheist asks, are you a member of the Illuminati? Of course not. What would make you think that? Demi Kokoflav asks, is there a certain psychology behind you wearing black t-shirts for lives? Actually, there's two reasons why I wear this t-shirt. One, it is a consistent t-shirt and it has my logo on it. Someone gave it to me. And two, it is actually very helpful to have a black outline between me and the green screen behind me. Leah Thorpe asks, can you tell me about a fun or silly time you've dropped someone? Well, recently I was walking with someone who were trying to hide in a sewer pipe that was in a playground. And they were like, you can't catch me. And I used a magical trigger to make her stand outside. She was very confused afterwards. Bogdan the Lurker asks, do you have any crafty hobbies? Well, I think hypnosis is very crafty. I also do writing and I make 3D things. I don't have many physically crafty hobbies. I don't do any woodwork or drawing or stuff like that. Jake Britton asks, have you ever watched a film that was so bad that you laughed? Oh, sure. Sharknado is a good example of a terrible movie, but still funny. The gay atheist asked, 3D things, can you clarify? Well, I sometimes design stuff in Blender for fun. Deb Webb Rock says, since you live in a northern latitude, have you ever seen the northern lights? They do not come this far down, as far as I know. Becca Rose asks, do you go to the gym? No, but I do a lot of walking and bicycling and a few other exercises. Alice Taf asked, have you ever considered making a file with a 7 plus or minus 2 induction? Yes, it's very, very much still on my list. But if I do it, I kind of want to do it in my own way. I don't just want to read a script for it. Alfred Jones asked, have you played the game Slime Rancher? Yes, I've played it for many, many hours. Angela asked, have you lived in Amsterdam your whole life or in other places too? I originally come from Enschede, which is in the east of the Netherlands. G. Sungi asks, where are you from? I am currently living in Amsterdam. Cole asks, do you know your MBTI type? I do, but MBTI types are nonsense. You can read the Wikipedia page about the MBTI tests or the original name of the test, and that people do not approve of it. It's Evan asks, have you considered using the VR to make the spirals more effective? I have, but there's some challenges there. Aurora asks, what is the most interesting or memorable thing someone has sent you through snail mail? Well, I get some fan mail and I get some stuff through post as well. So I got a really interesting homemade BDSM monkey, and someone made a fantastic variation of a Rubik's Cube that was actually from Hungary, which is where the Rubik's Cube originally came from. You can see some of this on my community page of the channel. Ryden asks, have you ever played any tabletop RPGs like D&D? Many times. Although currently I'm not playing any tabletop RPGs. I should get back to that. Lorianne asked, age, height, astrology sign. Well, my age is on the site, which is 38. My height is 1 meter 87 centimeters. And my astrology sign is the Capricorn, if I remember correctly, which is the end of December. Susie Brown asks, would you do 3D audio in the future? This is a very interesting question. I don't think so. In a way, it would be very weird to go from a 3D audio file back to an older file. So at the same time, there is a bit of stereo going on in the files. And having my voice inside your head is better than having it outside of your head moving around. Deb Webb Rock says, have you ever driven in the channel? Nobody has driven in the channel. As far as I know, you always need to go by train. You put your car on a train and then go through. I'm also curious what a cuber is. Katsuki asks, what is the worst lie you told and got away with? I don't know. I tend to be very literal and I don't really like lying. In fact, lying makes me feel very uncomfortable because saying things that aren't true feels wrong. Like, I'm a programmer, I'm a nerd, things should be correct. Words equal true and all. Lorianne asked, could you turn grim fairy tales into hypnosis files? Maybe, but at the same time, I don't really have a desire to. It's not that I have a shortage of ideas. Currently, I believe that I still have, let me quickly peek, 307 ideas that I haven't recorded yet, some of which are actually multiple ideas, so that would be even more. Embers asks, truth or dare? Well, this is not really the moment, I think. Ferenta asks, would you consider yourself a grammar Nazi? Not really. I mean, I like spelling to be correct, but at the same time, people have different ways of talking within different domains. Terrapin asks, how would you feel in seeing art based on trance during hypnosis? It's always interesting. Cass Does Crafts and Art asks, what gave you the idea for starting your own hypnosis channel? In a really stupid way, it started the same way that I began writing erotic stories. I looked at what was out there and I was like, I can do better than that. And so I started, and I started very basic with a very bad microphone, and I upgraded my microphone after a few files. And I really enjoy it. I really enjoy doing files, and I'm actually I enjoy the lives as well. Susie Brown asked, 307, how do you come up with so many ideas? Well, thanks to you. Whenever someone mentions something, I write it down, and there's lots of comments with ideas and emails, and it's, yeah. You guys help me a lot with lots of ideas. Bogdan the Lurker asked, how do you deal with dark feelings? To accept that dark and light feelings are just feelings you have. Aurora asks, do you plan to collaborate with other hypnotists in the future? Maybe. I don't have any plans for collaboration right now, but yeah, it will be as it may. I had an interview the other day, and there's another interview that is already live. Angela S. asks, will you see the new Lion King movie? I don't know yet. I mean, why remake a really good movie? Katsuki asked, has anyone drawn you a dragon plus snake persona? Yes, they have. In fact, on hypno.nimja.com, sorry, no, not there. There is actually a link to Fanworks on the contact page, I believe. And so on hypno.nimja.com/contact, you can also look at previously sent in Fanworks. The Gay Atheist asks, can you add something to your site that says if we downloaded a file already or not? So theoretically, yes. However, I don't want to, because I very purposefully anonymize any data older than a day, so that I only keep the aggregate of view data. So I know how many times a single file was downloaded, but I lose by who. And I do this on purpose because I have a lot of very sexual files and BDSM files, and I have no intention of making it possible for someone to steal my data and link them to individuals. So I anonymize everything, which is why there will, unless I can keep the data client side, which means the server wouldn't know, but your device would, I will not do it. Susie Brown asked, how would you actually collaborate with another person? Well, see, that depends on the type of collaboration. You could make two files that work together. You could make one file where you speak in turn. You could even make a file where I speak in the left ear and someone else speaks in the right ear. Shuzhenka asks, what one question can you ask someone to find out the most about them? Do you bite with permission? Sorry, inside joke. Katsuki asks, have you ever drawn anything and then feel really proud of it, only then to just post about it? Well, yeah, that is a normal thing to happen to some people. And Westlake Angel asks, what does the circle and triangle numbers mean on each file? Views and download it. Well, this, like the symbol on my hand, is a metronome. She's talking about the triangle on the detail pages when you click on a file. Fernta asks, any advice for being yourself around less mentally mature friends? Well, either talk to them or be yourself somewhere else. Jake Brisson asks, have you ever broken a bone? No. I have been quite lucky in that regard. Deb Webb Rocks asks, what made you decide to go live as well as recording your files? I actually enjoy interacting with my audience. Aurora asks, do you have a process in determining which file you'd like to record next? If the process is like, what do I feel like today? Susie Brown asked, have you ever actually hypnotized someone with a metronome? If so, did the noise get annoying and make it hard? No, not at all. I think a metronome would be fine. It depends on how loud you set it. The ticking of a clock can be very hypnotic as well. Jacoby asks, could you read us some of your ideas for upcoming files? No, a gentleman does not kiss and tell. Also, I do not spill the beans on upcoming files. Part of my thing. You have to have some mystery. The Gay Atheist says, have you ever thought about making dice for file ideas? It's funny you should mention that. Someone has pointed out to me that there's RPG dice, or storytelling dice, which work just fine for hypnosis. Lorianne asks, would you please consider making an hour-long hypnosis file again? Maybe. I make no promises. Hour-long files are very tough to make. Cole asks, do you own a pocket watch? Yes, I do. Bogdan the Lurker asks, so on the subject of file ideas, do any of them include Arabian or Middle Eastern themed hypnosis? Actually, I don't think I've done any such things yet. Arabian Nights. It's Evan asks, which would sound very weird out of context if you don't know about the comic Stuffed. Could you please say, click, yar. Leah Thorpe asks, how long do we have left in the stream? About 17 minutes. Susie Brown asks, what is the most unconventional way you've hypnotized someone? I mean, I've hypnotized people in all kinds of ways because I like challenging myself. I don't know what the most unconventional way is. Becca Rose asks, what is your favorite pickup line? Hello, I am Nimja. Aurora asks, how often do you make mistakes in recording some of your files? Well, so today's file had 2 mistakes, which is more than average for the 18 minutes the file was. It depends a bit on how I'm feeling, the subject matter, the flow of the file. Cass does Crafts and Art asks, why do you prefer we call you just Sir? Because other titles have to be earned. Fernta asks, most random memory you have. Striped soles of my feet because of a wasp sting. Namir asks, has someone ever used a pickup line on you, whether a joke or seriously? Yes, they have, and at the time I missed it completely. I've seen pickup lines used on other people, which was hilarious. Deborah Brooks asks, do you have a monitor so you can see yourself during the live sessions? Yes, I actually have two monitors, or two windows with things. There's the program that sends it out, which is OBS, which is... I forgot what the full name is. Anyway, it's called OBS. And there is a window with just a YouTube thing so that I know whatever is going on there. And I also have some other things open, like how many viewers I have, how it's going, and if there's any stream problems. And yes, this is my actual voice. Lorianne asks, pull hair or bite? Yes. The gay atheist asks, are you able to grow a beard or do you shave? I definitely shave. And I do not have a pretty beard. Jasmine asked, have you ever watched Split or Unbreakable or Glass? I've actually not seen Glass yet. I quite liked Unbreakable. Becca Rose asked, can you do any celebrity impressions? No, I'm actually terrible at accents and impressions. I mean, I can mimic something if I hear it just before, but not really from heart. Aurora asks, how do you keep up with your trancing? How do you practice? Just whenever I can. Katsuki asks, did you ever just have a common cold and thought you'd actually die? No, but I've been very sick before, but I don't really think that I'm dying then. Fernta asks, the worst pickup line you've heard used in real life. It was a boy standing in front of a girl who was standing in front of me in line, and he turned around and said to the girl, you have very pretty teeth. It was not successful. Cyflo Mike Fangro asks, do you have a favorite kink? What is my channel called again? Madeleine asks, do you like musicals? Well, The Hills Are Alive, and yeah, I am pretty good with musicals actually, if it's not too annoying, because some musicals just make the music ridiculous. Bogdan the Lurker asked, have you ever intimidated someone when they were being rude or mean? I probably have. Aurora asks, do people send you videos of their reactions when listening to your files? I think I've only received 2 or 3 reaction videos. I purposely don't ask for reaction videos because I have no intention of embarrassing anyone. Cheyenne asked, are there any glasses habits that you haven't gotten rid of yet? Nope. Ji-Sungi asks, are you a caregiver? I think many would say so, yes. Cole asks, have you listened to The Phantom of the Opera? I don't know if I've ever seen the whole thing, but I know most of the songs. And I have seen the musical Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf. Jake Britton asks, have you ever hypnotized someone on the spot to do something? Only if they are an established play partner of mine. Consent is super important, and hypnosis works so much better if you have a good bond with someone and have a really nice dynamic. So that one kid asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how cuddly are you? I would have to ask. Probably reasonably cuddly. Katsuki asked, have you heard some of Ed Sheeran's songs? Not really. I think I've probably heard them, but they never really stuck with me. It's Evan asks, my math teacher said that 0 doesn't count as an even number and it's got me confused. Is that true? Yes, because 0 isn't even or odd. 0 tends to fall outside of a lot of mathematical rules. Alfred F. Jones asks, what is the worst hairstyle you've had? I have no idea. Annette Arby asks, do you like cuddles? I think that was already established. Namir asks, how long have you ever grown your hair? Quite long. I actually had long hair for a while. Leah Thorpe asks, what color are the walls in your house? Well, obviously green. No, they're white. That one kid asks, if two mind readers read each other's minds, whose minds are they reading? Maybe, I don't know, the omni-mind? Vernta asked, did you have a favorite teacher in school? And if so, what subject did they teach? Well, one of my favorite teachers was a chemistry teacher who had a very no-nonsense attitude. If you wanted to study, he would help you. If you didn't want to study, he just politely asked you to not mess with the other students. It worked very well. Ryden asked, do you have any favorite genres in literature? Yes, I am quite a fan of a certain type of fantasy and sci-fi. Things like Tom Holt or Terry Pratchett or The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Shane asks, weird question, what do you look like without headphones? Am I wearing headphones? Terrapin asks, how is world domination going? Yes. Akash asks, do you know who Anthony Gailey is? He provides a service of corporate hypnotist masterclass and his seminars are very intuitive. No, never heard of him. Susie Brown asks, what are the 5 things that are always in your fridge? Milk, butter, mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Cass does craft and art asks, are people ever surprised by how you look versus how you sound? Well, apparently they are. They feel that I sound like a 50-year-old man or something. And I look much younger than that, which is a nice compliment, I guess. Ryden asks, did you have any childhood heroes growing up? Yes, Leonardo da Vinci. Fortunately, I can never meet my hero. Leah Thorpe asks, why are you such a tease? Because I can. Alfred F. Jones asks, how do you sit still without fidgeting for such a long time? Well, you can't see what my hands are doing, so maybe I am fidgeting. You'll never know. The Gay Atheist asks, do you have a microwave? Yes, I do have a microwave. Microwaves have their place in cooking. Annette Arby asks, do you know Ultra Hypnosis? Yes, he was mentioned before, and I think their content is fine. Leah Thorpe asks, strangest compliment you've received? I mean, all time? No idea. Recently, someone was like, whoa, you look very good for a 50-year-old sounding dude. There was a comment on one of the lives. And 5 more minutes. Mowgli asks, experience on climbing trees? Yes. Deborah Brooks asks, do you consider yourself to be a good singer? I mean, I can sing pretty decently, but I'm not practiced and I'm not educated. So I do not consider myself on par with good singers. I could be if I put the work and the time in it. But I think most people could. Lorianne asks, do you have a dungeon? Dun, dun, dun. No. That one kid asks, would you describe yourself as strict? Not really. I can be strict within play, but generally I'm a much more easygoing. The gay atheist asks, what is the most specific insult you've ever heard? Nerd, probably. Jake Britton asks, have you ever hypnotized someone and not been able to get them back into reality? Not really. I mean, generally I know how to wake people up. And yes, some people think that I'm older when they hear me first, but it varies a bit on which file you listen to first, I guess. Keep in mind, some of my files are more than 5 years old now. It's7 asks, do you sing in the shower? Not often. Echoes. Mike Fango asks, do you think you would make a good merman? I'm pretty good actually. I can swim pretty decently and I quite like using flippers. I've never had a uniflipper, but I'm sure I could swim quite fast with it. Yisungi asks, what is the best way to wake a person up after hypnosis? A wake up that fits with the hypnosis you're doing. And yeah, 5 years. The first file was in 2014, in February, if memory serves. Susie Brown asked, have you ever tried on makeup? Well, I mean, I've dressed up as several different things, and I've had like what's the English words? Don't know if it's called makeup, but like full body paint or like face paint for different things. Similar to Halloween, there's a day here in the Netherlands where we dress up. Ooh, interesting question. The gay atheist asked, have you ever deleted a file? No. There have been files where I had an idea, but I didn't end up recording it because I like decided against it. But I can't think of a different, like an example of that. That one kid asks, what is a sentence you would use to immediately make someone slip into little space? That is a very clever question, rather than asking me to do something to put you into little space. Well done. I'm still not doing it, though. Last questions. Alfredo Jones asked, have you cosplayed before? A bit. Lorianne asked, do you like getting feedback from viewers about their experiences from your files? Oh, definitely. Bogdan the Lurker asks, how do you deal with the darkness of the world? I bring light. Terrapin asks, what do you think is the fan favorite file? Well, I have statistics I can just check, and the naughty files tend to be the most popular on the site. For some reason, Lose Your Voice and Forget Your Name are the most popular files on YouTube. And so it is time now. I will answer one small thing. Cole asks, opinions on young people with hypnosis. I mean, hypnosis isn't restricted to adults, and in fact, Most parents use hypnosis with their children, either intentionally or unintentionally. Things like changing their voice when reading story, rocking someone to sleep, sitting in the back of a car when you, like in a baby seat, is a fantastic way to put a baby to sleep because a rocking motion makes them feel really relaxed, as well as the lights going by and stuff. And the gay atheist, I will ask how much do orgasms cost on financial domination level 2. I will add that to the description because that might help people be more informed. Anyway, it is time to stop. All good things, unfortunately, must come to an end. And I once again would like to thank you all for being here, for your really lovely comments and many questions. And don't worry, there will be another one next month. This was Nimja Live. Wake.